Yesterday, we saw a version of Caitlin Clark that has not been seen in a long time. You know when Finn Balor, puts on the demon outfit and he becomes the demon. He's no longer Finn Balor. We have now seen what I will refer to as the demon. If you guys didn't know who Caitlin Clark is, Caitlin Clark is not this squeaky clean, super nice player who does no wrong. That is not what Caitlin Clark does. That is not what Caitlin Clark does. Caitlin Clark is a freaking demon. And if you guys didn't see what Caitlin Clark did here, so she hit a 3 in JC Sheldon's face. And this is what we like to call the old demon the demon Caitlin Clark. This is where she was at Iowa. This is Iowa Caitlin Clark again. Like, have you guys not heard the story about why Cody McMahon hates her? Like, Cody McMahon hates her because she literally, I think, was it when they beat them in the Big Ten tournament? And Cody McMahon, by the way, was on the JC Sheldon team. Like, she goes and she takes one of the shirts from the crowd. The crowd all got shirts. She took one of the shirts and posed with it for a picture after beating them. Like, Ohio State and Caitlin Clark hated each other. JC Sheldon and Caitlin Clark hate each other. Cody McMahon hates Caitlin Clark. Like, she comes off this handoff from Natasha Howard, shoots a step back in JC Sheldon's face, screams at the coach and bench for the Connecticut Sun, screams at their bench, and then after it, JC Sheldon says something to her, Caitlin screams at her, and JC Sheldon sprints away, while Caitlin Clark ignores the entire timeout to hype up the entire crowd. She doesn't, her team has a timeout, and she's just like, nah, screw this timeout. I'm going to just hype up the entire crowd instead of listening to my coach. We're going to hype up the entire crowd. Like, this is Demon Caitlin again. There's no more nice Caitlin. And by the way, I don't mind this at all. Because I don't care if you don't like this version of Caitlin. It makes sense if you don't like this version of Caitlin. But I mean this. You're not going to mess with this version of Caitlin. Because the Demon Caitlin is going to be a different level. Is going to be a different level, lads. Like, when it comes to the Fever, it's no more nice Caitlin. Sophie and Marina Mabrey. Have you guys not seen all the clips? Like, there's entire compilations of the two of them taking people down. Caitlin Clark plays zero defense. Are you watching? Have you watched basketball? If you think Caitlin Clark plays zero defense, you're not watching basketball. Caitlin Clark's been one of the better defenders. One of the better defenders in the WNBA. But yeah, it's an interesting one. It is a real interesting one. But yeah, I'm loving this version of Caitlin. It is Fever versus everybody. It is Fever versus everybody at this stage. And how, like I said this at the start of the year, I don't care if the Fever turn into the Mercury. I don't care if the Fever turn into last year's Mercury. Because let's be real, all these people hyping up Diana Taurasi. Whatever you think about Caitlin Clark here, she is not even remotely as bad of a crash out artist as Diana Taurasi. And these same people love the quote unquote spiciness of Taurasi. But like, you've got Caitlin Clark and JC Sheldon been going at it for years. They've been going at it for years before yesterday. But Thank you for the $5. Still pissing off the Clark's teammate don't collectively come back her up. I mean, some people just aren't about that. Not I hate saying the phrase "not about that life," but they're not. Like, some people aren't there to be some people aren't fighters. Some people aren't fighters. And some people are about that life. And like, there's teams I've been on. There's teams I've been on where it was like, I wasn't ever one to get into fights, but like, you kind of, there are some people that you just kind of don't want to mess with, and you want to mess with the rest of this Fever team. Last season, you wanted to mess with Caitlin Clark because no one would do anything. The league wouldn't do anything. The players wouldn't do anything. But you don't want to mess with this demon Caitlin. And like, take your 8 Texas season. I live with that. We live with that. We live with the demon Caitlin Clark. We live with the demon Clark, because that is going to that is, I'm telling you this right now. Like, this version of Caitlin Clark is what Caitlin Clark is going to, is the Caitlin Clark that's going to win a championship. Because you better believe if you are trying to be nice. No one has ever won in basketball trying to be nice. And yeah, you know what? If this ends up happening that Caitlin Clark is doing this, starting brawls, and the Indiana Fever team become the hard-nosed Phoenix Mercury of last year while being an exciting team, she shoots from 30. Oh, you better believe they become, like, you better believe the league will change something. If the Indiana Fever become the aggressors, the league are going to change the rules. I mean that when I say that. If the Indiana Fever become the aggressors, the league will change the rules. Like, if like, the rules are going to change because the Indiana Fever can now sometimes be the aggressors in situations. And Caitlin Clark's not just going to back down. So yeah, I mean it when I say it. Like, they want Caitlin to back down. Yeah, I don't think she's going to do it. I don't think she's backing down anymore. And she's now got a teammate in Sophie Cunningham, who, if someone tries anything with her, Sophie Cunningham's going to step in. And let's be real, unless the referees do something about it. It's going to just keep happening. It's going to keep happening. But anyway, yeah. That is the video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. I wouldn't mind, in fairness to the Fever, I would not mind the Fever signing Marina Mabrey. I wouldn't mind if they got her in free agency. And also, by the way, Caitlin Clark is, compared to last year, she is huge. Like, there is absolutely no editing there. There's no editing there. Like, there's no lighting there. I just realized how big she's gotten. But yeah, anyway, I'll see you guys.